Mango Bay, welcome. We talk love advice. Pranav talks to me a little bit about where I am in the dating world. We also talk about the singing legend Rahat Fateh Ali Khan with the SmackDown Raw on one of his disciples in the Patreon. Come on down. It's funny. It's goofy. It's heartfelt. Mango Bay.
Mango Bay, Mango Bay.
Mango Bay.
Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, your Mango Bay.
For the exclusive content, don't forget to join our Patreon at patreon.com/MangoBay.
Bay.
Welcome to Mango Bay, guys.
One-stop shop for South Asian recklessness.
Yes, indeed.
We are two best boys, Usama, Siddiquee.
Pranav Behari.
We're comics in New York. We bring the South Asian tamasha and the vibes, and it's just a wild-ass time.
Here for a good time and a long time.
Come on now.
Buckle up, buckle in.
Or buckle
strap
out.
in. Or buckle out,
Or
yeah.
undo the belt.
Strap out.
Buckle up.
Break the strap out.
Unbuckle your strap on.
There goes the algo. There goes the algo again.
What does that need to just ruin it in the first?
You know what? We're cooking. We're
That's
already
always.
cooking. We're fine.
Dude, we play the penis game, and there's no end to it. That's the thing.
We play the penis game.
And there's no end. It's the eternal penis game here at Mango Bay. Truly what it is. Penis! Anyway, so patreon.com/Mango Bay.
Yes,
You already know
indeed.
what it is. It's the one-stop shop for exclusive content.
Yes, it truly is. Dude, you get archived episodes, which are honestly fucking incredible. You get early access to our episodes now. You get bonus content from every single episode. Sometimes we don't even get into it until the Patreon.
100%.
So you should really get in there. And of course, you can join our Discord server and help actually shape the podcast in many ways. Different things that you want to hear us talk about and discuss and all that. So
There's a special tier where Pranav puts a zin up his ass.
I do.
Little suppository.
do.
Zin oscillatory.
Zin in. I put it zin.
Zin in. Check it out.
Yeah.
Come on, it's the zenith.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. You're going to feel it. Feel it. You're going to feel like the highest you've ever felt.
It's a good time.
So a little jungly today. Maybe not so jungly. We were talking about this before the podcast. Pranav,
Yeah.
really, like, you know that meme where it's like nobody, and then Pranav's like, you need to get your fucking life together, buddy.
That's not true. That is not what I'm saying about you.
I was talking about fucking and just the overall wonder of it. And then Pranav basically said some things that I was like, that I was very like in my mind recently, and kind of it hit like a hammer, you know, like Thor's hammer. Huh?
I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean
No,
to
in a
do
good
that.
way. But it's like, 32. Pranav is like, he's had a girlfriend now. What?
2
This is
years.
2 years.
So I really know
Damn.
about everything. I know everything. This month is going to be 2 years.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You all got together in February?
Yeah, it was right around Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's amazing. What an easy thing.
Yeah, and we're going to Costa Rica at the end of the month.
That's the trip. That's the Valentine's
Yeah,
trip.
That's like it's like an anniversary trip
Okay.
of sorts. Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
I feel like a parent whose kid's birthday's on Christmas. It's like one thing for both, right?
It's
nice.
good. It's very nice.
So are you doing something on Valentine's Day?
We don't really give a fuck
That's
about
what I'm
Valentine's
talking
Day.
about.
Yeah, that's not our thing.
Good.
Yeah.
I'll never forget the one day where my first girlfriend was like, let's not get each other anything for Valentine's Day. I was like, all right. I get there. She brought me a mug painted with my favorite comic. And then she's like, what's my gift? And I was like, I thought we said we didn't do gifts. And then she started crying. That was my first foray
Classic.
into relationship. Usama, bumbling
Classic.
idiot
The
Usama.
old switcheroo. These hoes are just manipulative.
Always. I want to be out. The streets are getting rough.
Mm-hmm.
There's girls now where I have put my dick inside and the girl started laughing. This is a real story. I went in and she's like, doesn't feel good. And I like my dick. That was real. Another one.
And now I'm laughing. It's contagious. I'm laughing so hard. I'm like, what do I have? Usama's dick in me?
Because I literally am putting my dick inside his butt right now. So he's laughing. And another time in LA, I was fucking and she was like, can we talk about this? Because this is not good. So she stopped fucking. And then she was like, this is terrible. Then she was like,
Fuck this bitch. Nobody comes at my boy like that.
and then she was like, let's do it again. And she's like, I just came.
Okay, good.
I mean, the highs and lows here are crazy.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that the streets are cobblestones now.
Maybe she had like a BDSM thing where she's like, I need to humiliate this guy to get off.
It's an LA thing, dude. It's an LA thing. They want to be mean. They want to be really mean.
Yeah,
Did someone really laugh
What?
when you put your dick in? Did she really laughed when you put your dick?
Yeah.
What was it like?
It was joyous. It felt amazing, dude. No, it was more like,
Wow.
to be honest, this person hadn't had sex in a long time, so it was all very sensitive. And
Right.
so me putting it in was like, but the funnier story is that my dick sucks. But really what it was she hadn't had sex in a long time.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
even the smallest touch. Fine, guys. We'll say the real story. Yeah. Okay,
His
not the
dick
fun.
was just too good.
Because it was a dick.
It was a like a virgin moment.
Yes. When you're in the streets, you have a 1,000 types of experiences, and not all are great, but it's like a fun place to be sometimes.
Yeah.
But now, you're telling me, and I'm telling myself too, that it's like, it's kind of done. But it's like, I'm living for my dick's future too. You know?
Yeah. You're anticipating all the pussy that you could possibly get. I know.
When you say it like that, but yeah, it's not a thing I even really conceptualizing. It's just everybody. That's why dudes get cold feet before the wedding.
Of course.
That's to say, it's they're conceptualizing their dick's future.
Every man is every time they lock it down with somebody, it's just like, oh fuck,
This is the end of my life.
ah fuck, I know who else? What really?
Now, if you're a 28-year-old accountant for ExxonMobil in Dallas, Texas, lock it in. It's not going anywhere, buddy.
Right.
But
If you're a comedian in New York City,
any type of artist,
and bi-coastally, and you're traveling all over, and you're doing shows, and you're meeting people, it's a lot.
with a dick that's a comedy special.
That apparently can do an hour of laughs.
Me and my wife had that conversation a few times where we're so happy that we met each other, but we're like, oh, we wish it could have happened like 2 years later.
Oh, that's so fucking open.
We've talked about it.
I like that, dude.
Because she met me after living here for a month. She didn't get any New York dick, and I was only here for a year, so I didn't get any New
got
York
some.
dick either.
Well, you know what? That's good. You guys had like a little Mormon marriage.
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
You know?
Yes. And the dick thing can be arranged, Joe. I'll just say that right now. I don't think it's cheating if we fuck you.
But you never know when you meet the right person. And so
Or two of them
Yeah.
at the same time.
Look, it's true. I mean, it's like that's the problem, right? Anytime you go into a relationship as a man, as a straight man, you're like, I am now. There's two things at work, right? That initially your first thought is, oh, I can't fuck anybody else.
Yes.
I can't even be intimate or
Yes.
go into those spaces of just the encounter of
Yes.
the lead up to the sex.
The
and all-
danger of life, the excitement,
yeah.
the daredevilness.
And so you're taking away one more contingency that can make life very exciting, right? But really, I think what's at core there too is really every time that you decide to lock it in with somebody, and I'm sure women also have this as well, is you're really abdicating a bit of your sovereignty as a human being.
That's
right?
that's really the main thing is that, and not just on a sex level, just on a you wake up level, and
Yes.
then your day isn't yours. But it's not like. But here's the thing: is that sovereignty is a conceptual thing. It's you can be sovereign in a
Yes, you
relationship.
can. That is the thing about it, and it's really rooted in like a lot of sex stuff and whatever. But look, I'm not saying it doesn't get annoying. Like sometimes my girlfriend is like, "Hey, I want to change some things up in your apartment," which I don't really care about that.
What does she do?
Well, and it's all good things. It's all highly positive changes.
It's like, can you leave?
But I'm just like, oh, I have to put my time into this now, as opposed to just sitting around fucking off, writing jokes, going out and doing whatever. You
Okay, can I
know?
say this one thing as well, real quick?
Yeah.
I'm not even saying that a man with full sovereignty is a good thing. When I'm in these spaces of like full freedom,
You're right.
really beholden to nobody.
Yeah.
In fact, my life is not as good. It's
Yeah.
not as powerful in a lot of ways. My thoughts are not as high caliber and of the highest order.
Also, you can't ignore one other fact.
What?
Is that sovereignty will leave your life no matter what.
Right.
Right?
No, for sure. Be it through your own ailing body,
Yeah.
where you don't have the ability to walk or even grasp things like your
Yeah.
grip strength. That things will leave you. All of life is letting go, right? And when you're a 30-year-old man with every bit of freedom. And you have not just freedom, but you have all the acquisitional things of materialism. You have your hands, you have your dick, you have, all you do is have.
Yeah, the blood is still pumping hard through your veins.
It's in a have world. And here's the thing, you draw a line of line, everything you lose. You lose everything, every single thing you lose.
Yes.
And right now I'm in a state of complete have. And I really don't want to be there because I don't want to, when you have more things, you must disengage, ideally, right? On a theoretical level, I like to be like that. But as I get more things, I'm getting more into the devil's maw. My head's getting more and more into the devil's mouth. I am losing a little bit of that evenness. And this is from a person who...
You're a pretty even guy.
I'm an even guy. I'm zenned out. But there's moments now where I have deep moments of need, of either acceptance or aggrandizement, or as a comic, that normal level, but maybe even more.
Yeah,
and that's probably because living so sovereign, it's creating a sort of snow globe effect of just like I'm just in my own little village.
Yeah, it's like
Does that make sense?
It lacks connection.
Yes,
And
I got my boys, I got my people, of course. But there's something to be where you live for somebody else, or your days are spent giving to somebody else, that is powerful and builds you up as a spiritual person as well.
Right. And you know what the other thing is look, we talk about, the abdication of sovereignty, but it's not like you're just losing something. You're gaining a lot. Yes. Right? Yes. There's a lot to be gained there.
You're gaining not pussy.
Right. Listen, you're getting true compassion. The butthole is open for business. Okay. All kinds of listen.
6 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Yeah, you're getting. But I mean, look, you're getting deeper levels of connection with somebody. You're getting somebody who's
called anal,
who can be a true partner for you. Somebody that you can truly build a life with that is more beautiful than any life that you could have probably created just on your own.
It's true.
Without any companionship.
It's true.
Because it's not like you have to stop doing the things that you love. You are a comedian. I am a comedian. Those things don't stop, right? So that is never going to stop, right? If anything, it'll only get better because you actually do get a lot of material from relationships.
Yes. No, all that. No, that's never the issue. Lord knows there's material in how annoying my girlfriend is. Yeah. Am I right? Take my wife, please. The first joke ever was "Take my wife, please." I think
it truly was.
Dude, first of all, the problem with that joke is people like saying "Take my wife, please." It's "Take my wife, pause."
Yeah.
Please. Take my wife. Please, Jesus. Anyway, dude. So I'm definitely in that space of like transitional of like, can I sacrifice anything from my life? Is the issue.
Right.
Is when you are in the haves, truly you see life as a never-ending thrill ride.
Yeah.
And even as I am, I'm like a white linebacker of a high school right now.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
Or quarterback.
Linebacker's pretty cool.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. You're like, what is that linebacker? It's pretty glamorous, don't worry. Quarterback. I'm the white quarterback of a high school right now in a small town.
Yeah.
The level of
You're basically the mayor. Yeah.
And so it's getting, and even as I dharmically and ikli try to upgrade my spirituality and my ability to love all moments and grace, it's still, the world's pelting me with a lot of shit. So I'm trying to see the value of releasing some of that during the fucking football season. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yes, I do. I see what you're saying. And I'm older than you too, right?
Yeah.
I'm like 10 years older than you. So it's like there's something really nice about being with somebody who fucking knows you and knows you to a point where they can really be there for you in a really intense way. And in many ways, I wish I had locked things down way sooner in my life.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I do.
You think I've heard?
It is. And it's because, when I was your age, I was like, everything is as it's going to be forever. And like, it's my life, who I am, how I feel in my body, all those things when I was your age. Honestly, that hasn't really changed much.
Right.
I feel very young and vigorous, and I'm very active. I do Muay Thai, I lift weights, I do comedy almost every night. Yeah. It's a great life, But there is something about, oh shit, I could have had even more if I had locked this down.
Sure.
Now this is just who I am, and the
yes.
dharma is what the dharma is. You know,
You find what you find when you find it.
Yeah, and so I'm not really complaining about that, and I don't really have any regrets. But I'm like, actually, it's nice. It is nice to have true companionship.
It is nice.
In a long-term way, because you're building a partnership there that is very valuable.
Nobody talks about how nice, the metal alloys of the ball and chain are. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's a high quality.
It's a gold, pure gold ball and chain.
No rust on my ball and chain. So, I'm not to beat the dead horse, a la Mahabharata, but it's just
Krishna's Mahabharata.
Dude, are they never not doing archery? Jesus Christ. Can you just chill for one second? It's
they
always,
love archery.
every day's archery day in the Mahabharata. It's always, everyone's archery.
Dude, they love archery. Archery is huge.
Motherfuckers love throwing arrows places, dude.
Yeah.
Back then, that's how you got pussy, man.
You had to be
an
the archer.
baby.
Yeah.
Be an archer,
Yeah.
man.
That
Bring
literally
back.
is. Okay. I'm going to hit you with some facts. That literally is how they won Draupadi.
Hey, now it's like I'm reading this.
Okay.
So
Well, in the
don't
Ramayana
spoil.
as well, it was
Okay.
through archery. He had to string the bow of Lord Shiva.
Dude, archery's hot.
Yeah.
Archery is sexy. One of the sexiest sports ever
It is, truly.
is archery.
Yeah.
So just a body.
Yeah, and your body is
extending.
Yeah.
You're holding strings.
Yep.
Chung, Oh, bullseye, baby. So yeah, I'm in a transitional period deeply. I wouldn't even say that dharmically or in an Iman level that I am more at peace than I was a year ago. In some ways, yes. In some ways, I'm a little more in a chaotic entropy. And it's part of the reasons I'm trying to take in the, maybe not rapid, but the progression of the givings of what's being given to my life in terms of carrots and sticks. And I'm trying to not let that overtake my my way of thinking.
Yeah, just stuffing it all in is while you think you can is never going to be a good thing.
Yes.
Because it just actually creates more of an appetite for that.
That's what it is, dude.
Being single is a habit. That's why I realized, looking even at my past relationships,
Yeah.
I realized that actually it was the fact that I loved being single so much
Yeah.
that itself becomes a habit
Yeah.
of being alone. And then it feels harder to get in there
Yes.
and lock it down and have that.
It's a drug.
Yeah.
It's a drug.
Yes.
And all drugs feel good, but not necessarily are good for you.
Right,
In
exactly.
in a whatever dose.
Yeah, it's like junk food in many ways.
Oh, yeah, so good. You're right. Because I'll say I'm single, right now, right? I live for myself,
Yes.
right? And my mom's FaceTimes now, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
But I will come home and I'll write. But then for like 2 hours, I'll like game or
Mm-hmm.
I'll read. And it's really me living for me. And not necessarily it's a good thing. It's just me feeding a need and maybe like just putting time in and not necessarily on a higher level. Whereas maybe if I had somebody to be beholden to, I could, with those 3 hours, help somebody in my life as opposed to just feed myself.
Well, listen, here the other
yeah.
thing about that is having somebody else in your life is another way to learn about yourself.
Right.
You know what I mean? And what is it that we want as comedians? We actually really want a high degree of self-knowledge.
Yes.
In order to be as funny as we can be, right? Like the funniest comics that we,
Admire.
revere and
Yeah.
admire are comics who actually know themselves very much and are able
Always.
to make fun of themselves as a result,
course.
right?
Right.
The Louis, the Burrs, right? Burr, I'm a rageaholic, and
Yeah.
this is why it's so dumb and funny. That takes a certain level of self-knowledge, right?
100%.
Louis, I like to jack off in front of people, whatever, right? And
It's called self-knowledge.
yeah, it's
You
called
fucking
self-knowledge.
idiots. Have you heard of it?
But you start understanding the contours of your own interiority and who you are as a person when you get into those relationships, and that is valuable as gold.
That's what I realized too is that
Everything else is like time management stuff. If you want to game and you
Yeah,
want
of
to
course,
read,
of
like
course,
I
of
do
course.
as much of that as I ever did,
Right.
in the relationship that I'm in now. Right.
Right. Yeah, it is, and here, the contours are not always not jagged. You
Right.
know, there's a lot of times. In fact, I realize I'm a little bitch pretty quickly in a relationship. That my needs are great,
Yeah.
sensitive and needy is
Yeah.
the two words here. And you know what? I was with somebody before who was equally sensitive and needy, and it was kind of nice because we were both able to understand those contours very well and give in a way that was very amenable to art.
There's definitely a lot of potential for the self-knowledge there. You know what I mean?
You know,
In a relationship like that.
and you know what? I used to do this thing where I used to tell you, I was like, I can't shit on this person in a fun way. I want to shit on this person more,
Yeah.
and I hate that I can't do that.
Yeah.
I found some people afterwards that I could shit on, and it was fun times, and it didn't really make me feel that good. You know, so maybe that was a side thing anyway.
I mean, I don't know. My girlfriend's some of her favorite times are times when I am like teasing her. You know, you can have that too.
Dude, I tried. Maybe I go too hard.
You can go a bit hard.
You're ugly,
know.
babe.
Yeah.
Babe, where are you going? What? I'm single again. Fuck you. Dude, I really do have some chatty type energy sometimes, and it's part of me.
It's a part of every dude.
You know, we have it. I can't escape it.
It's part of every dude.
I'm trying to do a joke about how I'm trying to decrease my straight energy. I'm trying to be less straight. And sometimes it bombs so hard that they're like, we just don't believe you.
Yeah.
You look like a fucking bitch. We know what you're up to. Dude,
It's just a ploy to get more pussy, isn't it?
I've done so much self-work, I've actually double chatted myself.
Yeah, you came right back
I
around.
came right back now, but with more Chad.
With more Chad.
Because once you start learning, now you can really use the gears of knowledge.
Yeah, like a sociopath.
Because Christian Bale was a good guy in Psycho for a lot, and then he came right back. The Chad is only the beginning of the second Chad.
Yeah.
The second Chaddening.
Yep.
I'm at the second Chaddening, dude.
I'm excited for you. And I'm terrified for the world.
I don't want to be. The third Chaddening is Psycho, is Christian Bale killing people.
Yeah.
That's the third Chaddening. I'm not there. I'm at second Chaddening. You know? Where I learn astrology.
No. Don't do it.
So I can talk to people.
Don't do it.
That I
Don't
like.
do it.
Anyway.
How are you feeling about this talk that we've been having?
It's good. It's not bad at all. All talks are good. All talks about the self are only good in terms of learning more about the self. But it feels good. It feels fine.
Okay.
I try not to think too much in the future, but
Because right before we started recording, I did drop a bit of a hammer on you, and I got you into a state of being very reflective. And I was like, I don't want to bring you down.
no, I'm never down. You can never bring me down.
No.
You don't have that kind of strength.
I will teep
Bitch.
you into the next fucking
In
room.
the next realm.
Okay.
And I'm like, dead, but I'll be like, still fucking chill though. Mentally, I'm fucking chill, bro. Chaddening, second Chaddening. Love you, man. It's
Love
okay.
you too,
Thank you
dude.
for the,
Love
for
you
the
too.
talk. I never feel like you can't say the thing that's on your mind.
No,
to
of
me.
I never hold back.
No,
with
I
you.
don't think you do.
No, never.
It's never a bad thing. I always like a little bit of shards in the lassi.
Yeah, listen, I look at you and you're a shining person to me.
You know,
I carry you right in here.
likewise.
You know, I really do.
Thank you.
I really do. I
Likewise.
fucking love you. Joe, edit that out.
Dude.
This is
this,
the
mango
gayest
gay?
episode.
This is a bit
And
too.
is that a problem?
This is a bit too sensy. You
But
know?
it's like
N-words and retards and buttholes.
Come in my butt. With love, though. With love. Come in my
Cuddle my butthole.
Cuddle my butthole. Whisper sweet nothings into my butt.
I'm actually checking. Like, I got gauges back here. They're like on an airplane, and the cum level is down back here.
I know. We're running dangerously low on jizz.
You know what? Let me just literally fix that. We got a story.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fun one. Speaking of like the self-knowledge and awareness of people and how that creates intensity.
This was hilarious.
Wild story. Because it develops in a very funny way, too.
It did.
Okay, so here at Mango Bay, we love Kawalis.
We
right?
love Cavalli.
And one of the greats, who's also more of a playback singer now, I believe.
Yeah.
Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan's nephew, Rahat Fateh Ali Khan, a legend in every way. Ustad.
He's an
a
ustad,
complete
yes.
legend, right? This guy was on a TMZ style video. I mean,
yeah.
we're talking.
He's
Because India
got-
doesn't do TMZ like that.
Yeah.
India, look, America, they know.
I mean, in India, it's all TMZ in a weird
right,
way.
but like the style of like the danger, like the video on tape, the actions caught.
Yeah.
It's never really like that in India.
No.
They have stories that they break, like Deepika took a shit, or whatever,
Yeah.
right? But like in America, we know how to get the moments. So I thought this was a very amazing TMZ style get by India.
Yeah.
Basically, they're in this hotel room, I believe, and it's just Rahat Fateh Ali Khan beating his disciple.
Yes.
Beating his, just like whooping the beat down.
Slapping him with his shoe.
And as this singer disciple's getting beat, he's just like, Sorry. No, he's not.
That's how you get the. That's how you hit the high notes.
Hit me real quick. Hit me.
That is how you hit the high note. You have to torture yourself a
You have
little
to
bit.
get beat a little
That's
bit.
how Michael hit those high notes. It's because of Joe beating him.
Actually, in the Qawwalis, underneath the stage, there's little holes where the dildo comes out and fucks you in the ass.
It electrocutes you, zaps you.
Pavlov's dildo comes up and gets you those next levels.
He is the nephew of Nusrat.
Yeah, nephew.
And Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan, if you guys don't know, he is the Indian Stavros Halkias. If you look at them, they look exactly the same.
Speaking of Somalians, that guy's forehead also never ends. Also, he has like a hair that looks like a wig. I love those uncles
yeah.
where the hair looks like a wig, but it's actually his hair.
If he looks like Stavros, though, do your parents like him?
That is, you can't deny his golden
Legendary
voice.
Mango Bay moment.
You need that level of heft to hit those
Oh,
notes,
dude, there's no
know?
skinny Qawwali singer at all. A legendary big guy.
Yeah.
He's one of the fattest guys ever.
Yeah.
I mean, just one of the fattest guys ever. I'm surprised he was able to sit down for these things. It's
You
sort
could
of-
only sit down, dude. You could only sit down.
Well, you know when you're so fat that even sitting down is an issue?
Yeah.
I'm like, what's the mechanics of this? You can only get that kind of emotion when you don't see your dick for that long.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's only a certain point you can be a good Qawwali singer, and that's when you've hit what I call Qawwali twink death, where you're not good looking or cute anymore, but you're fat. But when you're fat, you can only sit, but you sing like a motherfucker. Then.
Yeah.
Like there's benefits.
That sucks that when you get that fat and you can't sing and you're like, fuck, I'm just fat.
fuck.
I'm
Yeah.
just a fat fuck.
Yeah.
That's what it sucks if like you apply to be a sumo wrestler, but that last day before they're like, you can't get in.
Yeah.
So now you're just a fat fuck in Japan.
Exactly.
With none of the honor. Jesus Christ. It's so funny that Japan hates fat people unless you're sumo.
Exactly. Well, they're like, oh, okay, you gonna be fat, bitch? Well, then get in the ring. You know, that's what it has to be.
You fat piece of
Yeah,
shit.
we're gonna put you and make you literally bounce against another fat person. And oh, you like to eat? Now you have to eat more than anybody on earth ever can or should
That is
eat.
so Japanese. It's like, you
Yeah.
like to eat, buddy.
Yeah.
How about be the best eater on planet Earth?
Exactly. Be the best fat fuck you can be.
You're the fattest fuck ever.
Yeah.
Bushido fucking code. And then apparently those guys just lose in that round. You remember the Ultimate Fighting Championship when it was just all the styles?
Yes, amazing.
The sumos died first.
Immediately.
They were just so easily kicked out.
Immediately.
So it was one of the worst overall fighting
Yes.
styles ever. And that was the beginning of like the end of martial arts.
That was Emmanuel Yarborough. I know
Yeah.
you're talking about. He was a
Yes.
black sumo
He just-
wrestler, and he was against like a Kenpo fighter, Ken something or the other, Ken Jiro or some
Yeah.
shit like this. And this guy, he's just weaving around him, and all of a sudden just hit him with the fucking knife hand. Actually, that's an old school martial arts technique. Hitting someone with a knife hand, boom,
died.
like this, and just took him down.
Took him down.
Who would have thought that dumplings isn't a good fighting technique?
I'm training right
It
now.
wasn't just it was soup dumpling. The guy was full of soup, dude. He was just a water based.
Babe, you want to go for a walk? I'm in training right now, babe. No cardio.
Sorry, babe. Jesus Christ, dude. That guy's God, sumos.
Yeah.
Sumos.
They're amazing, but they get the best pussy in Japan.
Oh, yeah.
Interestingly enough,
Yeah, yeah.
They get all the hot girls.
And they eat them afterwards too.
Yeah.
It's high protein. I highly recommend watching UFC 1, UFC 2. These are like wild,
Amazing.
works of art. You will not see this ever again.
No.
And it was never seen before. I really think it's.
And it was just like people who were just like fucking Tank Abbott, and it's like his background truck driver.
versus
fighting style?
Shang Lu.
Yeah, exactly.
Who was like a 90-year veteran of Shang Wei.
It was really like Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It literally was. And here's the thing: truck drivers won every time.
Yeah, Tank Abbott was
Jack
he was the
Abbott
monster, dude.
just did the windmill motion.
He was a monster,
And he
dude.
beat Shwing Wei.
Yeah.
9 ways to Shunday.
He was destroying motherfucker until Don Fry came in, who was like a legit trained fighter.
destroyed everybody, dude.
Yeah, and
Don Fry, man, legend.
Just a total badass.
Dude, he really came in with the stash of
fucking stash,
1,000
dude.
gods, baby.
Yeah.
Killed everybody.
True man's man,
Oh,
Don
dude.
Fry.
He's my favorite fighter of all time.
He might be mine too.
Don
dude.
Fry, man. Fried him up.
Fried him up.
Put him on a
dude.
griddle, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I love Don Fry, dude.
It was early UFC. I remember it was like UFC 2 or something or 3 where it was like after a while they realized they had to change the rules because it was just like it was like Ken Shamrock and Hoist Gracie just rolling around on the ground for literally 40 minutes. He had Shamrock in like a chokehold that he wouldn't tap out to.
So good.
Just crazy.
There was no rules at all.
Yeah.
It was insane. Check it out. It's like genuine nation building. You can see like the darkness and the amorphous puddle that from whence all things come.
Yeah.
So good.
This is great.
Good. You know,
It's great.
Anyway, our story.
So
So,
Rahat-
basically beats up his
His protege
with the chappal,
with the chappal. Classic.
Kawali chappal.
Classic. Yes.
You know, classic. And this guy is a victim. He's doing he's getting hit.
Yeah.
The ass beat. Kept saying the word bottle.
Yes.
This is the thing. Bottle. What is
Bottle.
it? Bottle. He's slapping his bottle. And apparently, so everyone saw this video. They went crazy. Indians.
Do you know what the bottle thing was about?
Yes. Apparently, he lost his holy water.
His holy water.
Which is.
It's amazing. Which it probably meant whiskey. You know, he's like, "Where's my holy water?" He was probably having like withdrawal, or maybe he's just that pious, right?
Or he loves rose water that much.
Yeah. He was just like, "I need my fucking."
First of all, holy water, like in a Dasani. I'm like, what is this holy water? What is
It's
that?
fucking. It's holy water time somewhere.
Come on, man.
You know.
I remember going to Hajj, and they're like, "This is the holy water, the Zamzam station."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know Zamzam was stored in igloo water coolers. Is that a holy company? I had no idea." So, some holy water situation where the guy misplaced it.
Yeah, he misplaced.
Or
his
he used
holy
it
water.
as his wash.
I mean, dude, I just love the fact though that he went on like an alcoholic style abuse spree.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't find his beverage.
That's what I'm saying. Dude,
You
it's
know, he
crazy.
went at it like an angry drunk, but it was holy water instead of vodka or whatever.
That's what he calls it, baby. But it was
Yeah.
crazy. It was such a Kawali style attack.
Yeah.
My holy water?
Yeah.
And just start beating him up
Yeah.
because I can't find God. I swear to God, that
Bottle.
that bottle. The disciple probably used it as a lotta. I think he might have just misplaced the. Oh, I misplaced the holy water and the shit water.
Yeah.
Oh my God, classic. So everyone saw this video. They went bonkers over this guy.
They did.
They were crazy. Then, Rahat made a new video with the disciple.
Yes.
Where basically, he obviously, told his disciples to come on the video with him and say, "I'm sorry" to the world.
Yeah.
Then it didn't make it. Nobody bought it.
Yeah.
And then another video where him and his dad
Yes.
were in the video.
Yes.
Where the kid's dad was in the video.
And the dad's wearing a hat, right? Are you talking about this video? It's amazing, dude. And you know what's amazing is Rahat's drip. He's got on the most amazing, like, salwar kameez, patan, whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
And then he's got on, like, Jordans.
Jordans.
He's wearing straight up Jordans in the video.
He obviously beat the kid's dad too.
Yeah.
Before the video, like, you better fucking stay on the party line. This is like politics on the highest level. Old school tribal village beatings.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? What's up, Joe?
Do you think this ever happens like here with modern music people? Just Dr. Dre beating Eminem with his Air Force Ones.
Suge Knight, for sure.
Suge Knight was the original Kawali singer, basically. There was more beatdowns before. I'm pretty sure. And the same way Cassie said, P Diddy came up with allegations, and they settled out of court. These powerful people know how to get what they want.
Yeah. I'm just frankly surprised that this is making the news there. And to me, this is the decline now of Indian and South Asian society in general, where these kinds of abuses are making the news as opposed to just being another day at the office.
Right.
Like, we're getting soft and pussy-ish.
We're going to keep going on the Patreon.
Come on in.
Patreon.com/mango bag. Get in there.
Discipline.
Your mango big.